All right, everyone, we officially have gone through 4 weeks of high school football here in the South Texas area. And a lot of teams, they're not trying to move to district play and around the midway point of the season. One of the games we're going to look at this week will be Victoria West Warriors. They have their first game in a new district for the Warriors in District 13 5A. They'll face San Antonio McCullum Cowboys, who are 2-2 this season. The Cowboys, they lost their first 2 games of the season versus South San Antonio and Somerset, but they've kind of got back on track. They won their last 2 games versus Floresville, 35-7, and Corpus Christi Ray, 34-6. And they're still going to have their hands full because the Warriors, they're 4-0. They won last week against Beeville Jones, and wide receiver Tristan Bernard was a huge factor for the team. He returned a kickoff to the house, 96 yards, and scored 2 touchdowns as well for West. And Brody Flores was a big factor as well at the running back spot for the Warriors. And I just mentioned there a minute ago there, Tristan Bernard, again, to our viewer poll, and I switched it up a little bit for this viewer poll. I wanted to ask the people who you thought was an impact player of week 4 from last week. So here are the options: Cuero quarterback Jackson Marie, St. Joseph Flyers running back Dedrick Callis, and the Victoria West wide receiver, like I mentioned, and Tristan Bernard. Here are the votes, and right now it's going to Jackson Marie right now, but it's very close. Again, I looked at it, it was about 47% for Marie, about 33% for Callis, and then again, a little bit close there for Bernard. So we'll see if it changes there for 10 o'clock. And speaking of something else, again, Dave Campbell's South Texas football release there again. Week 5 rankings here for the high school teams in South Texas. And here's what it looks like here in 4A Division 1. El Campo is still at number 10 spot. Then over in 3A Division 1, Edna is at 4. Goliad is at 9. And then we look at here in 2A, you got Refugio still at number 2 and Ganado at number 3 in 2A Division 1. And so we're going to keep an eye on, though, against Refugio. They have a tough challenge against Fremont. They're 3-1 this season for this week. Now, what about some soccer? Last week, UHV men's team defeated Texas College and had a draw versus Jarvis Christian this Saturday to begin conference play. One of the players that shined for the Jaguars for Dario Elsen. He won the Red Bear Athletic Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Elsen is a native of Belgium and opened having a pair of goals versus Texas College and followed it up with the draw. Again, had 2 goals as well versus Jarvis Christian. And he kind of mentioned to UHV, felt amazing to play with some goals this week, but the recognition wouldn't be possible without the support of my teammates. We've been working hard together and their effort has pushed me to perform my best. I'm grateful to be a part of this team. And so Elsen, he's going to try to see if he can get this goal still going. And they have their home conference opener versus LSU Shreveport this Thursday afternoon. Then to end our show, the MLB regular season is almost done. We got 1 more week left until the playoffs, and the Astros, they're hoping they can win the AL West versus the Mariners. They have a 3-game series. It starts tonight. They're at 7-10. Again, we want to keep a lot of momentum going because the Mariners, they got, again, a tough team coming up, and Hunter Brown is going to have to start strong. He's 11-8 this season, 3.57 ERA. So see if the Astros can get back on track tonight. That's going to do it here in sports.